Hey guys, so welcome to my tutorial on how to play Is Everybody Going Crazy by Nothing But Thieves. It's their new song that they've announced about a week ago now. It's a great song, so in this tutorial we'll go through how to play it. So to begin with, you're going to want to be tuned to an E standard, so just normal tuning, so it sounds like this. And as you can tell by the tone, you want it to be slightly crunchy, so not just, a clean tone. You want to sort of put it in that tiny bit of overdrive, so it's just getting to the point of breaking on the amp there. So you want it to come across as a bit of a, mainly clean, but a bit of a crunchy tone. So to begin with, it's on the, there's two ways to play it really, but this is the way I've learnt it. So you could start on the 4th fret here, on the E string, and you want to have your pinky near the 7th fret. So it goes 4, 7, 4 like this. So just 4, 7, 4, quite staccato, quite short notes. So, and you repeat that. You repeat it again. Now the next time you add a few notes, so 3 more notes onto the 4th fret. So. So it kind of repeats a few times like that, and then it kind of goes into the main, into the sort of the lick where it goes like that. Okay, so to do that, you slide up from the 6th fret, that would be, up to the 7th. Play down on the A string on the 6th fret. 6th fret. Back up to the 6th fret on the E string there. Down to the 4th. So. Okay, so once you've got that, then you go, essentially, so you go down to the 2, slide up from the 4th to the 6th, back down to the 4th. So, and then it repeats. Now on the last one there, instead it does a bit of a rundown. So, instead it goes. You start off on the 2nd fret, so it could be played with your 2nd finger. Then you go from 2 on the A string down to 1, and you want to slide it. So up to the 4th on the E. Okay. So what happens after a few runs of it then goes into like an octave, so that would be played on the 4th fret, and you just put your pinky or your 3rd finger 2 frets down on the 6th fret, or rather, sorry, 2 strings down, so you're on the D string on the 6th fret, and then you strum upwards from the D string up, so. And make sure that they're sort of palm muted as well there, so. And then it kind of kicks in where after a while it goes. You can either play that just by playing the single note, so 4, 4, 4, 5, 6, or you can play it as a bar chord. So then on that 6th, it slides all the way down. So you could play it as a bar chord, which would sound a bit like this. If you want a bit more power on that chord. And then it goes back to there. Etc. Then there's a bit of a, up to the chorus, there's a bit of a chord progression there. So it goes up to the, what would that be? That would be the 7th fret, and you want to put your pinky on the B string. You want to put your 3rd finger 2 strings higher, so that would be on the D string on the 9th fret, and then you want to put your 1st finger kind of barring across there. Actually, you could do that as individual on that note there, or you could bar your finger. Gives it more of a bluesy tone. So you want to play that, and then put your 2nd finger just a fret below on the what would that be, the 8th fret on the G string. So. And you want to play that downstroke it, so like that. Then you move down a fret, and exactly the same shape, just that you remove your second finger. And once you've got that, you go up to the 9th fret, so you're barring your 3rd finger across the 11th fret, and you play that kind of like as an A shape. And then once you've got that, 11th fret. So to recap. Okay. And then on the last bar, it goes. And then it goes up a fret. Instead of going up to the 11th fret, you just play as an A minor shape, starting from the A string on the 11th fret. And that's short and sharp. So all in all. And then it goes on to play a few bars, so it goes to the main chorus, and that's starting. You're looking at an E minor or an E minor shape on the 4th fret, and you bar that completely. So again, it's quite short and sharp. So then you go up to the 6th fret, and you want to put your 3rd finger onto the 8th fret on the A string. And then you put your middle finger on the B string, which is on the 7th fret. So it should sound like this. Again, quite bluesy. So, and then you move up 1 fret. So you're now on the 7th fret, barring an E minor shape. And then you move back down. And then back down to the 4th. So 4th. Up to the 6th, up to the 7th, back down to the 6th chord again, and then back down to the 4th. And then what happens, the last bit, it moves up to the 9th fret. So I'll show you how that works. So you go from the 4th, up to the 6th, sorry, up to the 7th fret, and then back down to the 6th like we normally would. But instead of it going back to the 4th, instead you want to slide up, and this goes up to the 9th fret, which is like an E minor shape on the 9th fret. Like that. So once you go up to the 9th, it then goes back down to the 4th, and then up to the 7th. So it skips that one, and instead you just go straight from the 4th up to the 7th. Back down to the 6th. Back up to the 9th. So it goes. And then it goes back to the original riff, so. Okay, now there is a bit of a breakdown, so that goes on. What you're doing essentially is this. So you start off on the 4th fret, so that would be on the E string, and you have your 1st finger on the 2nd fret. So to do that, you go on the 4th fret and you go, so you pull off to the 2nd, back on for 2 4s. And that time, the last bit of that, so it goes, you go 4 2 4 2. instead. So down to the first fret on the A string. So like that. Now the next bit, you go the same. It's the same, but then it goes down to this kind of 3-note progression, which is the 2 on the D string, up to the A string on the first fret, up to the second fret on the A string. So instead it goes. So you finish 3 of those, and then it goes. Like that. So that's how that bit goes. Okay, so there is a little bit of a rundown after the first few bars of the breakdown. So I'll play it first, and then we can learn it. So you are starting on the 2nd fret there. So it goes like so. So to do that, all you need to do is on the D string, play the 2nd fret, like you're almost in like an E minor. Sorry, an A minor. But you play 2, 1, 3. So that's 2 on the D string, 1 on the G string, then up to 3 on the G string. Once you've got that, you move up on the D string to the 1st fret, so like so. Then with your pinky to the 4th fret on the G string, then down to the 3rd. So then let go on the D string. So open 3, 4 on the G. Once you got that, you move up to the 6th fret on the A string, down to the D string on the 5th fret, and you can either bend this or move up to the 6th fret, or go, and then it goes back into the run. But this time on the run, it's slightly different. So instead, it goes 4, 2, 4, 1. So I'll show you. Sorry, 4, 2, 4, 2. So what you're doing first of all is 4, 2, 4, 2. Yep, so you do that. Then you go 1. So to start off, then you do 4, 2, 4, 4. Then you do pull off, 1. And that finishes that bar. So to go over that first one again, so 4, 2, 4, 2. 4, 2, 4, 1. 4, 2, 4, 4. 4, 2, 4, 2, 1. Sorry, 4, 2, 4, 2, 1. So a bit quicker. And that's it. Now the last bit repeats that. So, but instead you go 2, 1. So that would be 2 on the D string, just here. So similar to that, but instead you just do 2 and 1. There's a bit of a break in between that. So to go again. Then it goes back again, so. Okay, so the last rundown will be very, very similar to the first rundown, just the fact that it has a slightly different ending. So you're still doing, if you go back to the D string, so you're still doing the 2, 1, 3. You're still doing the 1, 4, 3. But this time you go 3, slide up to the 4, up to the 3 on the G string. So then slide, once you've got that, you slide from the 4th to the 5th, then 4th on the D, on the G, 4th on the G, up to the 6th, like that, and then that finishes the bar. Then it goes back into the main chorus. Etc, etc. So that's really it. So that's what I've learned so far. So there might be a couple of different ways to play it. It's newly released, so they haven't actually officially announced an official tab. So until they do that, here's a basic understanding of how the song is. So if you appreciated this video and it taught you something new, please like it and check out my other Nothing But Thieves guitar tutorials that I have, as well as covers. So yeah, until next time, thank you.